for a typical morning, like for you, what I was getting curious about is all the things that you do to keep yourself in this mindset and feeling good. What does a typical day look like for you?
So early wake up, then I move right into breath work, which is a Wim Hof practice. It's 3 rounds of 30 breaths with breath holds, and that takes 10 minutes. I do that in front of a red light, the Juve red light. Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's just
Got you.
added, right? It's really cool.
Got it too. Totally. They're the
Yep.
best.
And then right from there, I go directly out and get in the cold water. Okay, I have a converted freezer, super cheap and easy to do, right? And I get into that. Okay. And then, I mean, I'm always like listening to podcasts. Always. The only time I listen to music anymore is when I'm at the gym. Okay. But I am constantly, I don't even know how many hours of podcasting I've listened to. So whether it's a book that I'm reading or a podcast, I'm listening to stuff, and then I hit the gym, right? If I don't hit the gym, I'm going hiking, I'm going biking, I'm doing something active. Like that right there is the cornerstone, right? Oh, I hydrate. Excuse me. The first thing I do when I wake up is I hydrate. Okay,
Okay.
super, super important. I hydrate. I usually hydrate in the morning and in the evening. Like do these bookends with some things that I'm experimenting with, but
Okay.
that's important. So I think about it like this: it's oxygenate, hydrate, stimulate, right? And
Yeah.
and then you're ready for your day.
Yeah, absolutely. And how much hydration? Just if someone was shooting for something, how do you
Oh,
gauge that?
so I like to tell people or you take your body weight and cut it in half, ounces of water, right? You can go all the way up to 1 ounce per pound of body weight,
Mhm.
which ends up being close to a gallon. But it depends on a couple things, and this is what I've learned over the years: is that it depends on when you start drinking. Water's a solvent, and it will actually dissolve minerals. So if you're drinking a lot of water, you need to be remineralizing. Okay, so the electrolytes and things like sea moss, things like shilajit, things like diatomaceous earth. I've learned just recently they will actually take, and then when the water is going down through, you can actually get the water into your cell and into your tissues. Otherwise, it'll just go. That's why people are like, "Oh, I'm drinking, but I just pee it all out." So
Yeah.
if you learn to remineralize, you get the best quality. So like distilled or reverse osmosis, and then you remineralize it. See, that's the
Okay.
difference, right? So and then you
Okay.
can do like, let's see, people do like reds and greens. That's a way to remineralize, right? Because you get a lot of micronutrients in those products, right? So whatever it is you're doing, remineralize with it, and then also fiber plays a massive part. So I take it's called super seed fiber. I take that with my water, so that helps hold on to the water as well. As it passes down through digestive system, your body can disperse it as it wants to, because that's your colon. That's what your colon does, is a compact and squeeze the water out of stuff, or open up and flood water in. So when you have fiber, it has a place to go. If you don't, it has no place to really store it. So that's
And
another thing. Yeah.
yeah, I can see how, and that gets to that cellular health versus just passing through your system, and that
Yes.
it's huge.
Yeah,
So
and then that helps with cellular inflammation. So the more hydrated you are, the less inflammation, the ability to handle more inflammation, right? So like you're saying, with gut health, with hydration, these things are so simple. The basic hydration, diet, exercise, right? Avoiding certain foods, right? Taking care of stress management. Those are all imperative. So that's my morning routine. If you're during the day, if you feel yourself, this is a very important thing. If you feel the negativity creeping in, okay, switch and go right into something physically that's physically intense. Some like squats, some push-ups, a quick sprint on a bike, like something that's pretty quick, even just to walk around the block. But it helps when it's like more intense. That's why burpees are so effective, because what it'll do is when when your negative thoughts come in, it starts to lower your vibration. So what you want to
mhm.
do is raise that back up to help you reframe whatever it is that you're looking at, because sometimes it happens so fast that all of a sudden you feel yourself vibrating on like anger or whatever it is. And if your listeners look at the vibrational charts of emotions, you'll see that the negative emotions are all low vibrations. And as you start to get up into these positive emotions, okay, you get a higher vibration. So that's what motivation or feeling good feels like. So you just drop down and do a couple push-ups, a couple squats, go out and do a quick sprint, something that just like it just changes. You come back and you're like, oh, okay. Plus you're oxygenated. Or you can even just do like a round of some Wim Hof breathing, or you can go out and get in the cold pool.